Hi. I don't know, guys. Like, okay, well, here's a cut. I've recorded some clips, but I'm a little too lazy to fucking clip them together and make a video. So we're just gonna do another unfiltered video because I don't really want to, I don't want to go inside right now, and there's no one in particular that I want to call and talk to. So I'll just talk to myself slash the interwebs. Um, but honestly, like it's day 7 of 75 hard. I've been getting through it. I think I didn't really start with any motivation or any energy. Like there was no like charge energy. Like it was more so just like, oh, like this is good for me and yada yada, and I've just been out of routine, so I need to commit to something harder right now. So that's kind of what I've been up to. Yeah, I don't know. Today's been a lower day for me. Yeah, today's been a bit of a lower day for me. I just miss him a little bit more than usual today. But it's whatever. I did my reading today. It was Knight of Cups. It was Knight of Cups followed by the Hanged Man, followed by the High Priestess. And then I asked for clarification and it gave me Justice. And I'm like, what is going on here? But I think it's just about surrender. I think it's about surrendering to my emotions. There's no action cards, right? It's letting your emotions like ride your emotions. The Hanged Man, release, letting the things that happen. You can't really control what's going on. You just have to succumb. And the High Priestess, turning inwards, trusting my intuition. I did have a dream about him. It was an odd dream. It wasn't like a crazy dream or anything, but I don't know. I'm not gonna discuss the dream, but yeah, followed by the Justice, which is like, I'm like, things will right themselves, wrongs will right themselves. So I'm just like, I feel like it's just another time will tell thing. You don't have to do anything. You just have to let things pass you. And honestly, I was so tempted to, like, after I came back from sprinting and stuff, I was like, I just want to lay in bed and rot. But I went to campus and I studied with a friend, and that made me feel better. Yeah, I met like a new girl. She's cool, she's chill. And I went to see Chainsaw Man, which was actually a lot better than I thought it would be. It was a lot better than I thought it would be. But once again, that reminded me I didn't do. So I was like, child, like, what am I supposed to do? But that's just today. I don't know. I've been having thoughts recently about like change, and how like everyone wants something in their lives, right? They think of all of these delusions and all these fantasies and all these things that they want to achieve, or worlds where they want to be, but people don't want to take the action to move towards it. And maybe it's just certain people that I've been hanging out like around with, but I'm just like, if you want change in your life, you have to change yourself, because how are you gonna be put into a new place in life while you are still fundamentally the same? Like, something about you has to change, something has to give. And I've just been thinking about that a bit, and I don't know. I think that I feel very encouraged when I'm around people that are very ambitious and that want to work towards things. You know, it's like when you go study with someone and the other person isn't studying, it's like, why am I studying with you then? Like, I want to study with someone who's also studying. Like, I want to be at the same space with someone, you know, the same stage with someone, the same mindset as someone. And it's just like, okay, but I don't know. There isn't, and I've been thinking about like friends and the people that I carry around me, and it's like, you know, I guess I'm differentiating a little bit between friends that I just have fun with and friends that, like, you know, I go to for things, and friends that, like, you know, like, I don't know. I like higher maintenance friendships. I like friendships where, you know, I do stuff for the people that I care about and they do stuff back for me. You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like that's more rewarding. I don't like low maintenance friendships or casual friendships. I mean, it's different, like people that you see and you're like, oh, you're cool, and, you know, I like talking to them or whatever. But it's just like, at some point, you know, like, dreams are just dreams. Like, your dreams are just dreams until they become ambitions when you work towards them. And I can dream all I want, but I'm working towards my dreams. So now they're ambitions. They're things that are achievable. They're things that are attainable. And it's like, people are so quick. I mean, with new age spirituality and like manifestation and stuff, like, people think that, oh, all I have to do is manifest. You know, all I have to do is believe that I want something really bad, which, yes, like, I think that belief is a very strong thing. I think that, you know, if you pair belief and aligned action together, shit, there's nothing that you can't do. But people aren't taking action. People are just believing. And I'm like, okay, well, I can create so many worlds in my head, you know, and I think that's fun to think. I think that it's fun to dream and to fantasize, but when do we take the action to step towards the things that we want? And there's something else that's been on my mind recently. I can't place my finger on it. But, you know, like, life just be for real. And I don't know, chat. Like, honestly, I'm waiting for time. I'm waiting for winter break. But that's a month and a half away. Like, what am I supposed to do with all that time? Not like I'm not filling up my days with things that I need to be doing, or like things that align with the things that I want to do. But I don't know. I think I just have to meditate a little bit more this week. And that I want to meditate a little bit more this week. I want to sit in my thoughts and my feelings a little bit more and not necessarily take action. Yeah. I swear I had another big thought in my head. I don't know, guys. I don't know. But maybe it's about the friendship thing. I'm just like, I don't know. I really don't know. And like, honestly, I could have stayed in bed. I could have been like, hey, I don't want to study. I don't feel like getting out of my house. But it's like, I think it's one recognizing how you're feeling. Yes, I'm tired. I'm tired of school. I'm tired of all these extraneous... Oh, I know what the thought was. I'm just tired of a lot of things, and, you know, I want things to change. I want my current situation with someone to change. But I know that I can't do anything about that right now, because it requires change within both of us. And sorry to say, but a month is not a lot of time to work on a lot of stuff, especially when you have pressures of work and school. And especially when it's the height of the semester. I have a midterm due tomorrow. Like, what are we supposed to do about that? You know, like, there are other things that take importance sometimes. And I know that there's nothing that I can do about it right now. And I know the circumstances when I do want to do something about it. Because the chapter's not done yet. You know, the book is not finished. It is still to be written. But the thing that I wanted to talk about is, last week was the new moon. So I did a little manifestation ritual. You know, I stared at myself in the mirror and I told myself that I love myself and all the things that, you know, I just re-encouraged myself. Like, I'm working towards everything that I want to be doing. You know, I'm taking small steps day by day, taking each day by the day. And that's all I can do, you know. But I've been taking a lot more time just looking at myself in the mirror, talking to myself in the mirror. And like today, I just looked in the mirror and I was like, my bags are so deep. I look so tired. But I'm like, it's okay. You know, it's okay to be tired. And I mean, I was also trying to figure other things out. And it's okay to feel what you feel. You know, and you just feel it for a moment, you let it go, and you keep going. That's all you can do sometimes. That's all you can do sometimes. But yeah, I don't know. And also, like, I've been thinking about, I kind of know what direction I want to take this channel on. I'm not really sure. Like, I love it when I have YouTubers that I can like pop on and I like I'm eating lunch, you know, I'm trying to see like, oh, like, who can I listen to, who can I watch, and I just pick someone that I love how they see the world. I love how their mind works, you know. I jumble into like video essays, you know, video essays or content videos of people's lives, and I like those type of videos. So ideally that's what I want to do with this. Yeah, ideally I want people to like, oh, this is my show, like, I got some food, I got some grub, let me put this on, let me see what's up, you know. And also, like, so many people have been complimenting me recently. My one friend Vane was like, well, I called her and she was like, oh, like, your face card. I was like, guys, stop. And her friend was doing the same thing. And just today, Addie's friend, like, she was saying like, hey, like, you're hot, you're young, you know, whatever. And I'm like, guys, stop it. Which I need to do something. Well, I'm not doing anything, but the mirror in the bathroom, the mirror and the lighting, it's not giving a single bit. But it's whatever. I'm not gonna pay for it, so it simply is what it is. But things feel slower recently, which is not a bad thing, but I'm just taking more time to notice myself. Yeah, I'm just taking more time to notice myself, notice my feelings, notice my thoughts, catch myself when sometimes I'm lying to myself. Like when I was like, oh, like, I don't care, it's whatever. And I was like, no, you care, you clearly care. Why do you care? But hope. I feel like hope is the only thing that no one can take away from you. And I was hoping so hard that I mean, hoping for something and just hoping for it constantly, it can kind of feel a little heavy sometimes. But the other week, I was just re-encouraged that my hope is not based in something that can never be. That, just that I can cling on to hope, I can hold on to hope, and I can breathe into hope. And people can say what they want, but they can't take away my hope. Literally, people can say what they want, because I've heard so many different things from so many people, and I still have hope. But days like this where it just feels a little heavier, where things are just on your mind a little bit more, I think that, yes, it's easy to just let it consume you, but you feel a little easier after you push yourself. You get yourself out of the house a little bit. And I don't know. Even though things feel slower and I feel like feelings might be a little heavier this week, I have a lot of plans this week with people this weekend. So I wonder how I'll feel. Yeah. I wonder how I'll feel. But my friends wouldn't go to Field of Screams on Friday, and I'll see how I feel about that the day of, because then I have class the next day, and I don't know. But I have a lot of homework to do this week, so let's get on that. I'm trying to get ahead of my homework as much as I can so I can get my fucking Security Plus certificate, but that seems to be taking a while. Everything's picking up, but it's whatever. But that's it from me. Peace and love, guys, and I'll see you next time. And it'll probably be another unfiltered, unedited video, because I can't be bothered right now. Maybe in the future.